Jelly Roll, the iconic country music artist known for his raw honesty and powerful lyrics, is no stranger to the spotlight. His life has been a whirlwind of both incredible highs and deep lows, filled with challenges that have shaped him into the man he is today. But recently, shocking revelations about his past have left his fans stunned, adding yet another layer to the complex, multifaceted figure that is Jelly Roll. From his humble beginnings to his rise to stardom, Jelly Roll's story is one of redemption, self-reflection, and immense personal growth. The man behind the tattoos and the heartfelt lyrics has a past that, until now, had been largely untold. And this week, in a surprising turn of events, Jelly Roll has opened up about the regrets and mistakes of his youth, leaving fans wondering how much of his journey has truly been an uphill battle. Let's dive into the details, as this revelation could change everything you thought you knew about this rising country star. Jelly Roll's tattoos have become almost as iconic as his music. His face, arms, and neck are covered with a patchwork of ink that tells a story. But, as he confessed in a recent interview with Howard Stern, not all those tattoos are reminders of a proud past. Far from it, in fact. Jelly Roll admitted that nearly every tattoo he has, about 98% of them, are choices he deeply regrets. His words were blunt. "I regret 98% of these tattoos, 97%, almost all of them. Like core philosophies are rooted in my life when I was 17, and now I'm 40, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking?" It's a humbling confession, especially for a man whose image has long been defined by his tattoos. But Jelly Roll's tattoos aren't just random designs. They're symbols of his past mistakes, his wild youth, and the struggles he's fought to overcome. He admitted to having some tattoos done in unsanitary conditions, leading to painful and dangerous consequences, including staph infections. One of the more notable stories was his face tattoo, which he got while incarcerated. While he was initially turned away by a tattoo artist because of the unhygienic nature of jail tattoos, he eventually found someone willing to work on his face. Stern, ever the realist, pointed out how unsanitary tattoos in prison can be. Jelly Roll, with his characteristic honesty, didn't shy away from acknowledging the dangerous decisions he made. "I've gotten staph infections from bad tattoos," he confessed. "I learned nothing. You talk about bullheaded, and I still went back to the same guy that gave me the staph infection. It's crazy what you'll do. It's next level crazy." Despite his regret over most of his tattoos, Jelly Roll admitted there are a few he doesn't mind. His cross tattoo on his face and the slash across his eye are among the designs that he doesn't regret. "I love my cross. I love my slash," he explained. But beyond these, the rest of his tattoos, particularly those on his arms, are less fond memories. "It's these," he said, gesturing to his arms. "They're not the best art." In his candid conversation, Jelly Roll reflected on the nature of tattoos and the way society values them. "We'll spend $300 on a pair of shoes that will go bad in 6 months, or we'll lose them. But as soon as a tattoo artist wants $400 an hour to ink us, we're out. $1,000 an hour? No way," he remarked. His perspective, while humorous, carries a deeper truth about how people often prioritize material things over meaningful choices that can last a lifetime, like tattoos. And for Jelly Roll, his tattooed past is a constant reminder of his earlier life choices. One of the more personal revelations was his story about a regrettable tattoo he gave to someone in exchange for a quarter sack of bad weed. "It looks like a quarter sack of bad weed tattoo," he joked. Despite this, he admitted that the tattoos on his arms, though grouped together in a way that looks decent, are ultimately bad art. But beyond the tattoos, Jelly Roll's life has been marked by a much more profound struggle: addiction. The artist, whose real name is Jason Bradley DeFord, has faced his battles with substance abuse, including narcotics and alcohol. It is these battles that have shaped much of his life and have informed his music, which often delves into the darker corners of human experience. Addiction, particularly his battles with alcohol, has been a central theme of Jelly Roll's journey. In a revealing interview on SiriusXM's The Highway, Jelly Roll shared the deeply personal story of his early experiences with Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, and Narcotics Anonymous, NA. It was, according to him, a court-ordered decision when he was just a teenager, at the age of 14, that led him into his first AA meeting. But even then, it wasn't something he truly understood. "I don't fully remember my first real meeting because I was court-ordered at like 14, Jelly Roll admitted. But I definitely remember the first time I found solace in those rooms. In those early days, Jelly Roll didn't know what to expect, but he knew something was missing in his life. "I've taken so much from those rooms," he said, acknowledging that his time in AA and NA gave him a much-needed foundation for his recovery. "I think everybody should experience one if you've never drank in your life. The good ones are like good theater. They'll make you listen, you'll learn, you'll laugh, and you'll cry." Despite his issues with alcohol, Jelly Roll made it clear that he doesn't have a problem with alcohol in general. "I thought we only drank to do," he explained, admitting that for a long time he couldn't separate drinking from other substances. Over time, however, he learned to navigate his relationship with alcohol in a healthier way, realizing that drinking didn't always have to go hand in hand with other dangerous behaviors. The role of family in Jelly Roll's recovery cannot be overstated. His wife and children have been his anchor through the darkest times. "The single most impactful event of my entire life was having my daughter. It changed everything," he revealed. His daughter, Bailey Ann, and son, Noah Buddy, have been central to his sobriety journey, providing him with the strength he needs to keep moving forward. Jelly Roll expressed that being a father has given him purpose, and it's the love for his children that drives him every day. Jelly Roll's path to fame and success wasn't an easy one. His legal issues began early in life. By the time he was 14, Jelly Roll had already encountered the law in a significant way. His first arrest was a sign of things to come. He would go on to be arrested 40 times before the age of 23, and his criminal record included a variety of offenses. One of the most serious charges came when he was just 16 years old, and he was charged with aggravated robbery. The consequences of that charge were life-altering. In Tennessee, the legal system took a hard-line stance on violent crimes, and as a result, Jelly Roll was charged as an adult, facing up to 20 years in prison. He served just over a year in jail, but the probation that followed would last for more than 7 years. Reflecting on his experiences, Jelly Roll spoke about how that early encounter with the justice system felt like it set him on a predetermined path. "I hadn't hit my last growth spurt," he said, noting the irony of being charged as an adult before he could even legally buy a pack of cigarettes. For him, the experience of being treated as an adult by the justice system was something he still feels the ramifications of today. "This record has had long-term ramifications," he explained, detailing how it had affected his ability to exercise basic rights like voting, owning a firearm, or even volunteering in certain capacities. But despite these setbacks, Jelly Roll has managed to turn his life around, thanks to his own hard work, his determination to change, and the unwavering support of his family. Jelly Roll's transformation from a troubled youth with a criminal record and substance abuse issues to a country music star is nothing short of remarkable. His story is not one of overnight success, but rather a long, arduous journey filled with mistakes, lessons learned, and self-reflection. Today, Jelly Roll is a man who has come to terms with his past, including his regrets over tattoos and his battles with addiction. His music, which is deeply personal, continues to resonate with fans around the world, many of whom find solace in his honest and raw lyrics. His rise from the ashes of his troubled youth serves as an inspiration to anyone who has struggled with their own demons. In the end, Jelly Roll's story is a testament to the power of redemption, the importance of family, and the unyielding drive to find a path forward, no matter the obstacles. As he continues to evolve as both an artist and a man, his journey is far from over, and his fans can't wait to see what comes next. Jelly Roll's story is one of redemption, perseverance, and transformation. The man known for his soulful voice and captivating storytelling, whose life was once marred by addiction, criminality, and personal struggle, has not only clawed his way back to stability, but has also used his experiences to inspire and help others. His path to recovery wasn't straightforward. It was a winding road filled with setbacks and life-altering moments. But at the core of it all was a single, life-changing moment in 2008, the birth of his daughter, Bailey Ann. The news of his daughter's birth hit Jelly Roll like a lightning bolt. Incarcerated at the time, he was stunned when a guard came to his cell and delivered the news. "Deford, you had a kid today." Jelly Roll, still processing the magnitude of the words, asked for details. "What's her name?" he inquired, only for the guard to reply, "Hell, I don't know." That brief but profound moment, delivered in such a nonchalant way, would be the spark that ignited Jelly Roll's transformation. He would later reflect on this moment, comparing it to the biblical conversion of Saul on the road to Damascus. In his 2023 interview with People magazine, Jelly Roll openly admitted, "My daughter saved my life. She wasn't old enough to realize it." That tiny, helpless soul gave him a newfound sense of purpose, something he had desperately needed for years. The birth of Bailey Ann was more than just a moment of fatherhood. It was a pivotal shift in Jelly Roll's mindset. The raw, chaotic existence he had been living no longer seemed sustainable. His focus now turned to personal growth and rebuilding his life. For the first time, Jelly Roll had a reason to push beyond his addiction, to fight for something greater than himself. His first step in that direction was a successful attempt at earning his GED while still behind bars. This accomplishment, though small by some standards, was monumental for Jelly Roll. It signaled his readiness for a fresh start, but that was only the beginning. Upon his release, Jelly Roll had two clear options. He could continue pursuing the music career he'd started as a teenager, or he could go into social work, a path that might allow him to help others who had faced the same demons. After much reflection, he chose music. It was what he knew, what he loved, and what had always been his passion. Music had always been a therapeutic outlet for him, and it would serve as his tool for change. His desire to connect with people through his music, to reach them in the way his mother's favorite songs had reached him, remained his driving force. The first time Jelly Roll saw his daughter was on her second birthday. The reunion was emotional, marking a new chapter in their relationship, one that would not be interrupted by prison walls or addiction. But as much as he longed to be the father she deserved, he struggled to overcome his addiction completely. While he had moved on from heavier substances, alcohol continued to hold him in its grip. In his 2023 interview with The Guardian, Jelly Roll shared the brutal truth of his struggle with alcohol. "I didn't have a choice. It was me or them, and I had to learn to love myself." Recovery for him was not just about quitting substances. It was about taking responsibility for his past mistakes and the damage they had done to his relationships, particularly with Bailey Ann. This process, however, was far from simple. What role did his family, specifically his mother, play in his addiction? Jelly Roll's upbringing in Nashville, Tennessee, painted a complex picture of love, pain, and inspiration. Raised by a mother who struggled with her own battles of addiction and mental health, Jelly Roll's early life was turbulent. His mother, who was a fan of country music legends like George Strait and Garth Brooks, introduced him to the emotional depth of storytelling through song. The music became an outlet, and it was through his mother's love of music that he first found solace. Despite the emotional chaos around him, his mother was the one who nurtured his budding love for music, and that passion would be his salvation in the years to come. Around the age of 9 or 10, Jelly Roll wrote his first rap song. His desire to create music was driven by an urge to make others feel the way his mother's favorite songs made her feel. Deeply connected, moved, and understood. By the time he was in 8th grade, he was already distributing mixtapes in high school parking lots, marking the beginning of his journey into the music scene. Music was not just a hobby for him. It was the lifeline he held on to during some of his darkest days. However, the road to success in the music industry was anything but smooth. His father, Horace Buddy Defford, worked in a wholesale meat business and as a bookie. Jelly Roll also had 3 older half-siblings who contributed to his complex family dynamic. While his father's work life was stable, his mother's struggles cast a long shadow over Jelly Roll's childhood. Her addiction issues were something Jelly Roll had to contend with early on, and in many ways, they became a blueprint for his own future struggles. While Jelly Roll's rise in the music world was fueled by hardship, it was also shaped by his desire to prove himself. His musical influences, particularly the storytelling found in country music, helped him connect with audiences, and he quickly made a name for himself in Nashville's underground rap scene. However, as his fame grew, so did his battles with addiction. His story, like many before him, was one of self-destruction and painful realizations. Yet, in 2016, something changed. Jelly Roll, at a crossroads in his personal life, found a woman who would become his rock, his anchor in the chaos. That woman was Bunny XO, a former model and podcast host. Their journey together, which began in 2015 when Bunny attended one of his concerts, evolved quickly. In an impromptu but incredibly intimate moment, Jelly Roll proposed to Bunny on stage at a concert in Las Vegas in 2016. Later that night, the couple secretly married at a courthouse, surprising their friends and family with their spontaneous decision. In an industry that often places personal lives under a magnifying glass, Jelly Roll and Bunny XO have maintained a relatively private and grounded relationship. Bunny XO embraced her new role not only as Jelly Roll's wife, but also as a stepmother to his 2 children, Bailey and Noah. Their marriage has been one built on mutual respect, love, and an unwavering commitment to one another. Despite Jelly Roll's demanding touring schedule, the couple ensures they never go more than 2 weeks without seeing each other, reinforcing the strength of their bond. Bunny XO, born Alyssa Defford, has carved out her own path as an entrepreneur and podcast host. In 2019, she launched the Dumb Blonde podcast, where she interviews guests ranging from country music stars like her husband to authors, influencers, and others in the entertainment industry. Her podcast's honesty and unfiltered approach have attracted a strong following. Meanwhile, Jelly Roll continues to focus on his music, pouring his soul into his songs and using his platform to inspire others. But who exactly is the woman behind the man? Bunny XO is more than just Jelly Roll's wife. She's a self-made entrepreneur who has built her own platform, sharing the stories of people from all walks of life. Through her podcast, she has created a space for meaningful, candid conversations, making her a rising star in her own right. As Jelly Roll and Bunny XO look ahead, they have begun discussing expanding their family. In June 2024, Jelly Roll revealed that the couple was considering having a child together, a discussion fueled by the strength and stability their relationship has brought. For Jelly Roll, Bunny XO is not just a partner. She's the person who has been there through thick and thin, offering him love and support when he needed it most. In a life filled with uncertainty and turmoil, she has become his constant. Together, they have built a life that continues to defy expectations. In the end, Jelly Roll's story is one of remarkable transformation. From a troubled past marked by addiction and a cycle of bad choices, he has risen to become a symbol of resilience. With his music, his love for his family, and his unshakable commitment to change, Jelly Roll has proven that it's never too late to rewrite your story. His journey, though far from over, has already inspired countless others to fight for redemption and embrace the power of love, purpose, and self-discovery. Couldn't stop reflecting on the incredible journey her life had taken and the people who had been there with her through it all. It was one of the scariest things I've ever gone through, but it also made me appreciate every little thing I have, Bunny XO shared in a candid moment on her podcast. The experience, though deeply unsettling, turned into a reminder of the fragility of life, reinforcing the love and commitment she had with Jelly Roll. For Jelly Roll, it was a reminder of the promise he made to Bunny, standing by her through thick and thin. As Bunny XO faced what could have been a life-threatening diagnosis, Jelly Roll remained steadfast in his support. They had been through so much together, from their spontaneous Vegas wedding to navigating the challenges of raising a blended family. But the health scare was an entirely new test of their bond. Jelly Roll was by her side every step of the way, as he always had been. Their relationship, built on trust, love, and mutual support, was further solidified as they faced this scare together. As Bunny put it, "The best thing about Jelly is he's never backed away. He's my rock, and I know I'm his." Through the hardest of times, their connection only grew stronger, their resilience becoming the very foundation of their marriage. Through this trying period, they both found themselves reflecting on the bigger picture. For Bunny XO, it was a stark reminder that life could change in an instant, and that every moment with loved ones should be cherished. For Jelly Roll, it was yet another affirmation of the centrality of family in his life. "You don't realize what you have until it's almost gone," he said in an Instagram post after the all clear from Bunny's doctors. "I've got everything I need right here." Looking at their journey as a whole, from the rocky beginning to the unpredictable present, Jelly Roll and Bunny XO's story is a testament to the unpredictable nature of life and love. It's not about perfection. It's about fighting for what matters. It's about growing together through both the good times and the tough moments. From the moment they met, their connection was undeniable. Jelly Roll's spontaneous proposal and their impromptu wedding were simply the beginning of what has been a roller coaster ride of love, commitment, and challenges. Today, as they stand together, stronger than ever, it's clear that Jelly Roll and Bunny XO are not just surviving. They are thriving, proving that love, when it's real, can overcome any obstacle. Despite the health scare, they are moving forward with a renewed sense of appreciation for each other, a deeper understanding of what truly matters, and a commitment to facing whatever life throws at them with love, humor, and resilience. "We're in this together, always," Bunny XO said with a smile, her gratitude shining through. As the couple continues to build their life together, they remain pillars of support not only for each other, but for their children as well. Bunny XO has embraced her role as a stepmother with grace and devotion, providing love and guidance to Bailey and Noah. Jelly Roll, in turn, continues to express his admiration for his wife's strength, frequently praising her for the way she's stepped up as a mother. The two of them have created a blended family that's rooted in love, respect, and mutual care. In the midst of their busy lives, whether it's touring, running podcasts, or caring for their children, Jelly Roll and Bunny XO have proven that their bond is unbreakable. They've faced challenges, both as individuals and as a couple, but each obstacle has only made their love and their commitment stronger. Looking ahead, the future for Jelly Roll and Bunny XO is nothing short of promising. They've weathered the storms of life, emerging stronger, more united, and deeply in love with each other. Their journey together has been filled with unexpected twists, challenges, and triumphs. Yet through it all, their bond has only deepened. Their relationship serves as a testament to the enduring power of love, family, and resilience in the face of adversity. Together, they've faced it all, from spontaneous weddings to health scares and family struggles. And despite the obstacles, their love continues to inspire and reminds us that with determination, anything is possible. Their love story is one of hope, a powerful reminder that no matter how tough life gets, there is always room for growth, transformation, and, most importantly, love. Jelly Roll and Bunny XO have created a life together that defies the odds. Through their unwavering commitment to one another, they've shown that even in the face of hardship, love and loyalty are the foundations that can help us overcome anything. Each new chapter in their journey is more profound and meaningful than the last, and as they walk hand in hand into the future, they know they will face whatever comes their way, as long as they have each other. Jelly Roll's journey is one of continual inspiration, not just for his fans, but for anyone who has ever struggled or felt like giving up. His unyielding commitment to personal growth, family, and giving back to his community has captured the hearts of many. Overcoming challenges, whether personal, professional, or health-related, Jelly Roll's story is one of transformation, perseverance, and kindness. He has proven that it's never too late to change, and no matter where you start, the road to redemption is always within reach. After a significant health scare, Jelly Roll has made incredible strides in his weight loss journey, shedding 140 pounds, a monumental achievement that serves as a clear example of his dedication. His hike up Camelback Mountain after this transformation is not just about physical fitness. It's a symbol of the inner strength and determination that has guided him through his entire life. As he sets his sights on even greater goals, like landing a spot on the cover of Men's Health in 2026, it's clear that Jelly Roll's commitment to change is far from over. He is not just changing his own life, he is inspiring others to take charge of their health and well-being, showing them that real transformation is possible with hard work and perseverance. But Jelly Roll's generosity extends far beyond his personal achievements. He has dedicated much of his success to giving back to the community that supported him along the way. Through his involvement with the Save the Music Foundation and his ongoing support for those in recovery, Jelly Roll continues to use his platform to make a lasting impact on the lives of others. His outreach to local jails, where he works with individuals who are on their own journey to recovery, speaks volumes about his character. Jelly Roll's efforts to raise awareness and funds through benefit concerts and other charitable initiatives have touched the lives of countless individuals, reminding them that hope is never lost. Despite his meteoric rise in the music industry, Jelly Roll has managed to stay grounded, always keeping his focus on what truly matters: family, community, and personal growth. Whether it's a surprise performance in the Hamptons or his plans to reach new health milestones, Jelly Roll remains a beacon of humility, perseverance, and generosity. His journey is far from over, and with every step forward, he continues to prove that the power of love, resilience, and kindness can lead to incredible change. Jelly Roll's story is more than just one of fame and success. It's a living testament to the transformative power of hard work, love, and dedication. As his career continues to soar to new heights, we can only imagine what the future holds for this inspiring artist and his family. One thing is for sure, no matter where his journey takes him, Jelly Roll will continue to inspire and uplift others, just as he has always done. Thank you for tuning in to hear about Jelly Roll's incredible journey. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates on your favorite celebrities. We look forward to bringing you more inspiring stories in the next video.